Yeah, what's up, baby?
What's going on? What's going on? It's another episode of Philosophy 3030.
What's your favorite podcasters, baby? We got CJ in the building. Your boy Ant going in on it today. Before we get started, though, y'all, like, comment, share, subscribe. We're coming to different platforms. We're going to give a big shout out to Reaper Clothing. If you use Dirty Philosophy, get a discount code on your order. Take some of the money off of there. So definitely go check them out, man. Great company. Got a lot of great things. I got things coming in the mail. CJ's got things coming in the mail. You'll see them in the next couple podcasts when we get them. But definitely check them out, guys. Dirty Philosophy with a capital D, I believe.
Yeah, they're
One.
Philosophy
Yep.
at, Reaper Apparel Company.
Yep. All one word, Dirty Philosophy, no spaces, no nothing. Now, with that being said, my boy, what are we diving into today? What we going to make the snowflakes be like? Ooh, hey, what we getting in on, CJ?
I guess we're going to talk about toxic masculinity.
I can feel it. I feel snowflakes already, man. What? It's about to get trigger factor 1000 about to happen, baby. Let's do it. Go in on it.
I'll tell you, my firm belief, toxic masculinity, a lot of women, well, not a lot of women, a lot of people want to say toxic masculinity is this, that, and the third, but you're not calling a firefighter who's going in, pulling somebody out of a burning building, giving them CPR or toxic masculinity. You're not saying let's do that's unisex, let's do another unisex conduit. You're not saying a lifeguard who's just diving in, saving somebody's life that's toxic masculinity. But there has been, I saw this on the news thing. It was a while ago. It was a long while ago. But a lady sued the guy because he gave her like CPR mouth to mouth. She sued him because she was saying that he groped her.
That is hilarious. I don't get it either, man. I don't understand what the big problem is because, I mean, what's so wrong with that? Like, everybody talks about toxic masculinity and how bad it is. There is nothing wrong with a man being a true alpha dog male. Because at the end of the day, if you got a wife and kids, things to take care of, there's nothing wrong with being that man that they look to. Like if you're in a situation and your family's feeling scared or you feel like something's threatening them, they're going to look to you as the man of that household to protect them, to do what you got to do to make sure, hey, whatever's trying to make them feel uncomfortable ain't going to get near them. But then you fast forward, well, not fast forward, but you look at people today and it's like you said, this guy's trying to save this woman, giving her mouth to mouth. And the first thing out of your mouth is, oh, he's groping me. It's like, no, ma'am, he's trying to save you. Would you have rather died or let this man give you mouth to mouth and save your life? Like, where's the toxic masculinity in that? Like, I don't understand the big problem. And it's like most people nowadays, if you're not a feminine man, you're part of the problem. And it's like growing up for generations, men are men, women are women for a reason. A woman is more nurturing and caring and all this. Dads, we're more tough love. We're more, hey, I know that hurt, but you got to get up and keep moving. Like, there's things that your dad's going to teach you and things your moms are going to teach you. And that's why both of them are important. And it's like, for some reason now people just you don't want to be toxic masculine. You don't want to be that man that changes the brakes on the car and rotates it's like, yeah, you do. That's what men do. Like, if you don't want to do that, then you a feminine man. And if that's what you want to be, then by all means go ahead. But for me and the way I'm raising my boys, we're men. We're going to do men things. I'm going to show them what a man's supposed to do. And a man ain't supposed to sit in his car. Hey, babe, you changed that tire yet? Okay, you have? Okay. No, that's not what a man's supposed to do. And if that's your definition of what a man should do, I feel sorry for you. But my bad. Didn't mean to carry on there.
No.
Drop some knowledge on us, TJ.
If I look at it, it's more like if you look at kids on the playground, if you kind of separate the children, you just kind of have like a playground and a field. Most of the time, the boys will always get into, some type of sports game to test their like ruggedness and everything like that. But nowadays, it's kind of frowned upon, saying they're playing too rough and this and that, and they might get hurt. But that's part of, growing up being masculine. getting hurt,
Yeah.
testing your bounds, getting roughed up, having to, getting it to expel that energy.
Hmm.
If you put girls in the same situation, not all the time, but most of the time they're not gonna be dogpiling each other in the mud, doing something like that. No, that's kind of like a boys thing.
Yeah.
That's how it should transition over towards manhood. You have to be able to like. That's why growing up doing sports is important. It teaches you being able to play with a team, man up and get the job done, have focus on what you need done. Not just saying it's good for men, but it's also good for women too, growing up. It kind of helps put them into that team focus, because you go into society, even if you want to homestead and do everything kind of by yourself, you're still going to need, you know, sociable skills. We are social
Gotcha.
animals. So you have to be able to have tolerances for different types of people. Most of the time, doing sports groups and stuff like that, you have a common goal, but usually, people are different. It's just like in the military. It's a very masculine thing to do. There people come from all over. So you came from a different state, I came from a different state, but we were still in boot camp together, just in a different platoon, were we not? You know what I'm saying? And we went through, and it was like a rough and tough thing. We had to fight each other. It was rough.
Yeah. And at
But
the same time on that too, like, even in the military, just like everything else. Yeah, you got women in there and you got men in there, but you're never combined. Like during boot camp, you're never combined. Women have their side, men have their side. And again, that's not a toxic masculinity thing. It's common sense. If you're going to try to put like you said, when we're doing hand to hand combat, learning that, do you really want to put a female in there with a man as they're going through hand to hand combat and he's beating this pad? Because you remember that one drill, you have to hold the pad up at your head as this person's elbowed it. Now, do you honestly think that that woman is going to be able to hold that as a 200 something pound man is smashing down? Yes, there's a pad right there. But I mean, again, can she hold his weight up? More than likely not. Not knocking women, but I'm just saying, common sense here. 200 something plus pound man on top of you, elbowing the dog crap out of a pad, you're eventually going to, be getting smacked in the face and feeling that force of that. It's not knocking you. It's just common sense. That's why, men do men things, women do women things. Same thing in the gym, just like you said in the military. I see plenty of women in the gym going hard, training hard. They have workout buddies, whatever. But if you ever notice, when they get in, most people in the gym, if it's a woman or even other males, you go to a male when you're fixing to do heavy weight because they're a little bit stronger. They're probably going to be able to get this off of me if I can't get it, or help me be able to get this up. And it ain't going, oh, toxic masculinity. It's just common sense. Are you going to run the risk of injury because, oh, I don't want that man spotting me because I'm feel this certain way about it? No, you're gonna be like, he's pretty sure he can get this off of me if I can't get it. So you're going to go ask him. Unless you got about 3 or 4 girlfriends with you that's going to try to go on each side and lift it off of you. But 9 times out of 10, you're going to go ask that guy, hey, man, do you mind spotting me real quick, trying to get a new match? And most dudes will be like, yeah, great, I got you. But, well, back in the day, most guys may have been like, yeah, I got you. Nowadays, dude, I mean, it's hesitant. You kind of got to be like, whoa, you trying to make me a TikTok thing here?
oh, that's
And that's sad, bro. It's sad that it's come to that point. It's like, yo, this is a place of basically like a church for the body. Like we all come here for the same goal. Why are you trying to bring this toxic stuff into the gym? We're all here to get better and to lift each other up. And it's just like people are just getting off track with everything, dude. It's frustrating and stupid in my opinion.
well, the whole toxic masculinity thing started with social media, did it not? You didn't really hear about it before. If you did, that toxic masculinity was what outlaw bikers or like oil riggers or
Yeah.
and then that's only if they were like raging alcoholics or something like that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So or felons, like a hardcore felon who's keeps repeated. Keeps going back to prison, not in jail. Like something like that's maybe toxic masculine. You know what I mean? Where you can't be controlled. You can't control yourself. You can't be controlled. You're
Oh,
just,
definitely, dude. Definitely.
I mean, to me, that's a big part of being a gentleman, not even just a man. A gentleman is being able to articulate yourself and also being able to withhold certain emotions when you need to. You know what I mean? Like anger, you
Yeah.
don't always have to snap to anger, but as men, you know what I mean, that's like one of the first things we always want to do is just snap.
Yeah.
Go, get right into it. But sometimes you just have to take that breath and be a little bit more open minded towards things.
Oh yeah, definitely. And that's whether you have a family or not, man, for anybody out there, like reacting off instinct out of anger and aggression can 9 times out of 10, man, lead to a situation that is going to end up badly. Yeah, like you said, if you just take a second and be like, you know what, let me really process what's going on here. And people's going to talk crap. People's going to call you this. They're going to call you that. They're going to say you being this. There's nothing wrong with being the bigger man in the picture and being able to step back. Like, you know what, I got too much on the line to let somebody like you ruin it. So just have a good one. Move on about your day, man. Let them talk. Haters are going to talk.
Yeah, the smallest dog usually barks the loudest, right?
Yep.
The weakest one in the room is always the loudest.
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
You gotta be wary of that. You don't want to be caught up, and then you the loudest one in the room.
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely don't want to be caught up in that. And at the same time, too, if you
That's like,
are a husband or a father that you got responsibilities at home, you got to keep that in mind too. Because let's say you do something stupid, get into an altercation with somebody, and you get arrested. All right, well, what you gonna do now, man? Now you got to waste the money to get out of jail. Now you got probably gonna fall behind on your bills. Your job may look at you and be, hey, man, we know you got to altercation, got arrested. Now we got to let you go. All right, well, now your life's going down the toilet all over something stupid that somebody being mad. It ain't worth it, man. And we sound like we're 80-year-old dudes, but I mean, when you're young, you real quick to fly off. Everybody, I don't care who you are. Some people maybe not so much. That's more timid, but most when you're younger, dude, it's like you just have the Superman mentality that I can't be touched, I can't be beat. And at some point in your life, somebody's going to humble you, or you'll eventually humble yourself. But yeah, that's ignorant. I really wish I never would have acted like that. But we all go through it. It's a phase of life. And like you said, now that could be considered toxic masculinity. You're real quick to fly off and you want to, hey, let's get it. Let's go. But, having characters and morals about yourself as a man, opening the door for your wife or teaching your boys how to treat a woman, there's nothing wrong with that. That's not toxic masculinity. That's just raising good men. Well, it's raising boys into be men, in my opinion. And I
right.
don't see nothing wrong with that.
I was raised by a retired Navy vet. That was a man. As much as we make fun of the Navy, I mean, I got raised pretty hard to be, a gentleman, not just a man, but a gentleman. I mean, treat my woman right. Make sure she feels special, but also be able to do the right things I need to get done. Be able, handle the situations that I need to handle at any time, and be ready and be, I mean, be able to just let her. Right, so I mean, yeah, again, coming back to like a unit, it's like, hey, we gotta go. We gotta click into gear and go. I mean, but
Yeah, I agree, bro.
I mean, as a gentleman, as a man trying to look out for his woman, certain things you have to do. I
Oh
believe,
yeah, definitely.
I believe nowadays are looked at as toxic masculinity, but it doesn't. It's just like let the haters say it. Let the haters say it. Let them hate. So I mean, in my book,
I agree 100%. And don't get me wrong, for anybody that's watching, and like I said, we probably going to trigger some people with this podcast here, but we're just being honest. I mean, if you don't agree with us or you got an opinion on it, put it in the comment section. But what we're just literally saying, and I'm not saying that women can't do some things that men can do or whatnot. I know there's women mechanics to get out there. They work on the engine, rotate your tires, do your brake. I'm not knocking none of that. What I'm knocking is the people that's trying to say that, oh, men shouldn't do that no more, that's toxic. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with a man doing a man things or manly things. Like, I just don't understand where that's went wrong because Nowadays, I mean, you go to a mechanic shop, like, yo, I don't want this woman working on my car like that. It'd be going crazy. It'd be going nuts. And see, and that's what I'm saying. That's great. Women can do that. Women can work on cars. That's awesome. Women can do this too. But
Well,
there is some things too that you eventually got to understand it. Women can do and men can do, and there's a reason why.
because scientifically, we're built differently for a reason.
Exactly. Like you said, I mean, what was it not too long ago? The UFC fighter dude that identified as a woman and stepped in the ring with her and beat the ever loving dog crap out of her. Like, to
Why?
me, at what point?
Why would they let anybody do?
It,
First off,
exactly, bro.
like I feel like dude. I feel like it's a stretch to let the fuck the males who can't compete in their own competition drop out of that and be like, fuck it with some, duct tape and be like, I'm a woman, and then blow out the women's competition.
Yeah,
That just tells you right there that it's not fair and that we're not equal, and there's
exactly,
a reason why we hold the doors. It's the reason why
exactly, dude.
we do
And
this.
that's what I'm
It's
saying. Like
not because
the
I feel like I'm going to put you in danger. It's not that you should feel in danger. It's just it's like it's respect.
this,
Yeah, I mean, it's respect for the other gender, and I feel like with the whole feminist movement, they lost the respect of the men. You know what I mean? Regardless of color, regardless of ethnicity, regardless of religion, they lost respect for men in general.
yep,
Kids, women, and what it's done is it's like dilute our society because I mean, our whole society has literally been built by the structure of men. Not saying all were good, not saying all were fair, not saying it was all equal. But there was a reason why it was always built on the backs of men.
I
Not saying
agree
it
on
was
that.
always led, but it's always been built on the backs of men.
Yes, I agree 100%, dude. I
Uh,
mean, this is something, like I said, we could probably talk about for hours on. But don't worry, guys, we'll keep it to 30 minutes. I don't know, man. I worry for the generations coming up because, growing up for us, man, it's like you said, it's not even a masculine thing. It was just how we was taught. You was taught, hey, hold the door open for your mama, hold the door open for your sister.
yes,
Like you
sir.
was
No,
just taught
ma'am.
these things, yeah. Like you out of respect for that person, and you talking about that, man. I saw this video. This girl was talking about the man, her man or whatever. And she's talking about, he's got to have six figures. He's got to take care of me. He's got to this, got to that, got to that, got to that. And the dude was like, all right, well, if this man's giving you all them things and he loses his job or he gets sick and needs you, are you going to be there? And she's like, oh, no, I can't do that. I can't take care of him. And it's like, hold up, whoa now.
Been down that
Like, but
road.
yet, yeah, but it's like, but if that dude was to do that same thing to you or say that same thing to you, that's toxic masculinity. That's the problem. It's like, no, honey, this goes both ways.
It's
If you're
just
going to
vice
respect
versa.
me, then I'm going to give you the same respect. But I'm not going to sit here and take care of you and have to get the six-figure job, take on all that stress and do this, that, and that. And all of a sudden, I lost my job down in the gutter. I got to get back up. And oh no, I got to go, boo boo. First of all, you was never the one in the first place. But secondly, it's like, all right, well, this should be a level of respect here. Like, if I'm gonna give you this, then you got to have my back, and we got to go back and forth here. Can't just be me going and you staying here. Like, we're not growing together. But yeah, that flip, and it's he's being toxic. He's being too alphish. It's like, no, that's got nothing to do with this.
So,
Toxic masculinity doesn't have a lot to do with hardly anything, man. It's like you
it's not.
said, it's a term that they've made up to try to make you think that there's a problem with you having morals and character about yourself and being respectful to a woman and doing these things for her. They've made that seem like it's bad and it's toxic, and really it's just like, no, that's just good characteristics of a man. I get fired up on this one, man. I get, especially raising boys myself. I got this one really irks me because it's like the things that we grew up with, I'm trying to pass down to them, but in society today, it's made out to be a bad thing, and it's just like it's rough, dude. Because you want to teach them and raise them to be good, God fearing, strong men, but it's like no matter what you do, whatever you try to teach them, somebody's saying this about it, or this about it, or that about it, and it's just like. It's like the dissect against you. I ain't gonna stop. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna keep going, but it's like, man, come on, y'all are just losing sight of things. There's nothing wrong with raising a strong man who's got good morals, who respects a woman, there's nothing wrong with that.
Right. Well, it's Men's Mental Health Month, so what I mean, with toxic masculinity, if you gotta talk about one extreme, you gotta talk about the other, which is male suicide, which is the highest rating suicide in all suicides. So
Yeah. That's no lie, bro. That's no lie. And even though this cast is about toxic masculinity, man, if we take a shift to that, if you really think about it, man, suicide rate being up in men, if if you really honestly look into it a little bit, like me and you can talk to one another, but there's most men out there that can't talk with their spouse because they know the moment they talk to their spouse, they're not going to hear what they need to hear. They're going to
oh
hear the stuck it up or the this or the that. And it's like, you really don't even know what your man's battling already. Like, we don't talk about it a lot because we don't want to stress our wife and worry her. And then, the kids pick up on the energy. And then, you know, so men take on a lot that we hold in. And most of the time you can talk to with your buddies because they're battling the same thing. They're going through the same stuff, and it helps to have that person you can talk to. And it sucks that you can't talk to your spouse. I'm not knocking all spouses. There could be some spouses out there that have a great relationship with their husband or
yeah,
their wife. But there's some out there, man, who can't talk to their spouse because they're not going to get that support that they need or the words that they need to hear. It's, not everybody has that.
yeah. I mean, I in all my past relationships, I don't know. I I couldn't be open about anything that really hurt me. It was always like turned. So, I learned even more to. I mean, I grew up to where it was like, oh, you want to cry? I'll give you something to cry about, and you join the
Yeah.
military. You know what I mean? And it's like there's definitely no coddling there. You know what I mean? Especially we were in the infantry. I mean, there's no coddling at all, and no type of feelings. You got to feel nothing but anger, boy. Anger and laughter. That's all you got, baby.
Yeah.
And that's cranked to 11 all day. Don't worry.
Yeah. You're not lying, bro. You're not
Get
lying.
out.
The mental state for men is it's deep, dude, and it's real serious. I saw one of my buddies shared something on social media. It was talking about, your dad, as a dad or a husband, you may be stressed, you may be hurting, you may be tired, you may be sick, things could be falling apart, but all you're going to hear is that husband or dad say, "I'll take care of it." And that's because no matter what we're battling, no matter what you got battling in your head or what's going on, you're going to find a way. But the what to remember about that is you got friends, you got buddies, you're not alone. Like with me and you, bro, you in Maryland, I'm in South Carolina, you can hit me up at 3 o'clock in the morning needing to talk. I'm gonna answer the phone. Vice
Yeah,
versa with you. It's just knowing that you got somebody there, man. And again, I'm not knocking people with spouse. If you have a spouse you can talk to, that's great. Like me and my wife, man. You know, she's really a good rock, a good person that's got my back that I can talk to about some things. And then there's some things, man, I can probably relate to you a little bit better on just because what we hold on that plate. It's a lot of the same things. And
sure.
you just don't want to cause that stress for her because that's not nothing for her to worry about. But the guys, if you got somebody, women, if you got somebody in your circle, your group that's there for you, be there for them, be there for each other. Check up on each other, man. A quick text, quick phone call, because you never know what somebody's battling. We all got so much on our plate, so much that we're hiding in here that a quick text or phone call could just change the look of your day. But I needed that. I appreciate that. Battling a lot.
Remember, it's not toxic masculinity. It's toxic people.
Thank you, bro. I was waiting on you to say it. I was waiting on you to say it, man.
Oh, man. All right. Well, I think you touched it all up. You want something else to touch on?
No.
We got some new
Um,
discount codes, though.
yeah, we did. We did. We got. Which one do you want to drop, man? Whichever one. We got a couple more.
Doubly is energy drink. I've probably seen it on Facebook or Instagram. But if
Yep.
you want to try it out, you might as well use our code. It's 30 philosophy, all one word, all capital. Hopefully we'll have it hooked up to this somehow or on the YouTube link. Somehow we'll get the links out on there. Some way
Yep.
somehow, maybe a link tree or something's coming. Then what else we got?
We got Cowboy Apparel, another veteran-owned company, man. They bring in military style, Western style. It's really cool. I like it. I think you already placed the order. I'm getting ready to place an order.
But
Again, guys, dirty philosophy with that one, it's just capital D. That's the only thing capitalized in it. You got dirty philosophy. Throw that in the discount code, take some money off your order, and then enjoy some great hats, shirts, pre-workout. And we got a lot coming in the future, guys. We just need y'all to like, share, comment, get us out there. Get in the comment section, please. Send us messages. Let us know what y'all think of the cast, what y'all want to hear, your opinion on some things. We're gonna try to set up Q&As and stuff too. That's all coming. We starting now, but we just want everybody to be a part of it, baby. Because when we blow up, we're gonna blow big.
that's right. Oh, I'll do it one more time. The Doubly, Cowboy Revolution, and Reaper Apparel Company. If you're looking at any of those, you're looking at trying any of their clothes, hats, stickers, energy drinks, bags, any of it, give it a try. We're gonna try it out as well. But we got discount code for y'all, so Dirty Philosophy, all one word. W's all capitalized, all the rest of them just D. Send it on. It's like 10, 15%. I think that they're all veteran-owned companies. Well, the clothing companies are veteran-owned companies, and veterans helping veterans. So that's the best thing we can do.
Indeed. But for now, CJ, everybody, till next time, we'll catch you guys later.